What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So some special news came out a while. I know I'm a little late to the party, but you know, life and stuff. But Spider-Man, it's brand new day. Spider-Man Brand New Day was officially Sony essentially teased us on Twitter. There was no like real there was not really like a trailer or anything. It was just some set photos essentially. But a lot of information has come out about the movie and what's gonna be going on in it, kind of. So, which is another reason why I kind of wanted to take a few days and just kind of wait and see what everybody says, so that I can report the news to you guys and we can talk about it and stuff like that. So, Spider-Man Brand New Day. First of all, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the title of the movie. Not the best title. Especially after a lot of us fans are not a big fan of the same title of a comic, Spider-Man Brand New Day, which essentially resetted everything. I mean, I guess in the terms of like what happened in the last movie, I guess this makes sense, but still, you could have maybe choose a different name, but it makes sense. I guess it makes sense. So yeah, no, we got some set photos, we got some tease of the suit. Now, a lot of people were trying to say this was a new suit, and I kind of got a little tricked too. I was like, is it a new suit? But then when they finally showed off the whole suit, I was like, nah, it's just the same suit, which is good, because, let's stick with this. Remember, Tom has had so many suits. I think he had a new suit probably in every single movie. Like, I'm pretty confident he probably did. So it's good, but this suit looks really good, looks very comic accurate. I'm hoping they stick with this, honestly. I hope this is like his main suit. Because I made a post about talking about how, like, they're always giving him a different suit. I mean, what is the next movie going to be called? Spider-Man Brand New Suit? You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, let's just stick with this new suit here. Let's just stick with this. Let's just have this be his main suit. You know, because I think having a main suit's important. You know, I remember there are a lot of the TASM fans, a lot of the Amazing Spider-Man fans, they always kind of argue about like what's Andrew's like real suit, the one from the first movie or for the second movie. A lot of people would say the first one. A lot of people would say the second one. I always did like the design of the first one in that movie, because I was like, it did feel like very like him. You know what I mean? It just kind of worked as his own kind of suit. But I did like the second movie suit too. But you could tell they always try. I don't know. Sony does this weird thing where they always try to go back to the red, white, and blue design, you know, with the silver lines, which I don't hate. I always liked that Raimi suit, and you know, that type of design of the suit from TASM 2 and stuff like that. So, but for Tom, let's just keep it this suit. I like this suit. It looks great. Everybody loves this suit. Everyone's talking about how they love the classic look and all that stuff. So let's just keep it like this. So and the spider, now that we got to look at it more, now I did get to look at it in the Marvel Spider-Man 2 game, but I'm saying, like, you know, in live action here, getting to finally like see the symbol of his suit. The spider's bigger, which I actually like, because it shows like he's got growth, right? Like he's went from a little tiny spider and now he's like a bigger spider. You know, he's a little bit of a bigger spider, so that's nice. I like the symbolism of growth with him. I saw some people on Twitter talking about how Tom looking a little chubby. It's okay, man. Listen, I mean, age gets to us all. Okay, I'm right there with you. You know, so I don't, you know, you know, it's whatever. I'm sure they'll do some camera work to make that not look like that. We know how it would be, but I don't, yeah, I have nothing really much more to say to that, honestly. We also got some confirmed characters. We got a set photo for the Punisher. So apparently we're going to have the Punisher in this. And we're also going to have the Hulk, which I don't really know how I feel about the Hulk being in here, honestly. Oh, we're also going to be getting Scorpion again. So that'd be cool, because we actually didn't get to see Spider-Man fight Scorpion, or Tom's Spider-Man fights Scorpion. I remember they talked about it in Civil War and Homecoming, where he did fight Scorpion before. So it'd be nice to actually see him fight him. That'd be cool. But no, it's interesting that they're doing the Punisher. You know, it makes me think if they're gonna maybe do Daredevil, that would be cool. They're probably not going to. Sorry about the strobe light. Damn. Just don't look at the screen. But yeah, no, I was thinking, like, is this gonna be like, because they're so, I mean, they already do kind of have like a synopsis, and the synopsis is not really like, it's very basic and generic, so I'm not gonna reread it to you. It doesn't really tell you much anyway. But like, I was thinking, like, oh, they're gonna throw Punisher in here? Are we gonna do like kind of like Spider-Man 129, where like they first meet each other and like someone has sent Punisher to go take care of Spider-Man or something? That would be interesting. And then I started thinking about Jackal. There's a villain that you don't see ever, you know, like if you're confused about which villains to use, why don't we use like Jackal or something? Maybe we can improve upon Jackal. Maybe we can, you know, maybe do something a bit more interesting with Jackal. I'm just saying, you can do it, Sony, you know? Like, you got the whole tool set. I'm just saying. But no, Hulk being in here. A lot of people have already said, like, oh, I hope he gets, like, the purple pants. I kind of do, too, honestly. But at the same time, it's just, like, I wonder if they're trying to, like, put Hulk in here because they're trying to, like, maybe we'll get lucky and he'll kind of go Savage Hulk again. Because I know a lot of people want him to go Savage Hulk again. And I do too, just because, like, we really need to get another Hulk movie, honestly. Like the fact that we haven't really gotten it, and like Hulk's been, like, say what you will about the MCU, about it being great, but Hulk got really downplayed as it went on, honestly, and that's kind of unfortunate. So hopefully maybe with this movie we'll maybe get like a return to form with Hulk here a little bit. Punisher, I have no idea what they're going to do with Punisher. I mean, I'm assuming based off of the comics of one of the ways they can do this, but I have no idea. I have zero idea. Apparently, we're also going to be getting a new friend for Peter, which I thought was so weird and stupid. So apparently, they're going to have Nick A30 in here. Now, if you guys don't know who this is, essentially, he's like I think he's like a streamer. And I remember my sister used to watch him a lot when she would play Fortnite and stuff, cause like she'd like learn stuff so she can like get better at the game or whatever. And like I remember that's one of the streamers she watched, and I remember I've seen him a little bit too. And I don't know, I guess he's just gonna be some random friend of his. I don't know. I think it's weird. But hey, at least Peter's going to college and stuff, so we'll get to see how that goes. Probably get to see a little bit of like his worlds colliding and, you know, stuff like that, so that's cool. But yeah, no, I love that I like kind of like skimmed through some of my stuff here, but yeah, no, I mean, it was a lot. I'm kind of surprised. So, because like I said, there's so many things they can do. Like, this is a brand new thing. Like, I remember I was very, so this is what I'll say before I end the video and wrap it up here. Here's what I'll say. I was very harsh on Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I was very, very harsh with Homecoming. Did not like Homecoming. Far From Home. Did not like Far From Home. And then No Way Home was like the only one I really liked with him. And yeah, I know people like to say, oh, well, you just liked it because Toby and Andrew were in it. Yeah, kind of, but also because it was more of a Spider-Man story than the other two movies. But with this new movie, I'm going to have an open mind. We're going to see what they do with them. I'm looking forward to it, actually, especially when they're, you know, throwing in characters like Punisher, or again, cool story, again, with the, you know, trying to do these references with Spider-Man and Punisher meeting. That would be cool. Again, I don't know why you do Hulk. Maybe do Jackal. I think that would be a bit more cooler. Then again, they haven't really announced a villain, so maybe you will get Jackal. I don't know. I'm just saying, I just kind of want to see some new villains. Maybe them try to, like, do something new with them, or kind of expand upon it. Especially because if you're going to keep making these different versions of characters, then I would recommend they do the same with Jackal. But we'll see. They probably already got a script and are already filming, so my opinion doesn't matter at that point. Or maybe it does. We'll see. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think Daredevil's gonna show up? Think Jackal maybe will be the big bad guy? Maybe have a smarter Jackal in here. That'd be kind of cool. Mutant Jackal. I don't know. So this movie apparently is going to be coming out next year, July 31st. So just got 1 year, like less than a year until that movie comes out. So I'll be kind of waiting around, seeing when they put out a trailer, and then when they put out a trailer, we'll talk about it then. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm out of here. Up and away. See you guys. Wherever